Hello, people, to the stream. I was streaming this like the other day, but I'm streaming it again. Make sure it's working. Okay, it's loud, not nice. Okay, Project Eden's Garden. Okay, so I wanted to find Wolfgang, but I couldn't find him. I searched the entire place, so I'm just gonna do my free time with Eva, I guess. I just gave her the presents, and now we're gonna find out what she says. She loved my present. I gave her a chess set. Oh. Eva stood there silently, a depressed look on her face. Oh. It's interesting. What is? When I first imagined meeting new Ultimates at Eden's Garden Academy, I expected them to wear their titles with pride. But for you, that couldn't be further from the truth. It doesn't fit well. What do you mean? My ultimate talent, nothing about it fits. If you throw away the ultimate part, you're left with a coordinate term which barely defines what I actually do. And that is...
You see?
Well, general math, but more than that. Science, literature, aerospace engineering textbooks, all of these things which are leagues above trivial math competitions. The trophies I win relate to math in particular, yeah, but there's no depth to the word mathlete. It doesn't cover most of what I do. Hold on, science and literature? You're knowledgeable in those fields? Well, I'm not really well known for my achievements in those areas, but I do consider myself a bit of an expert regarding this.
So...
I'm like a jack of all trades.
I see.
However...
It's not as if anyone really sees me that way, though. Earlier this year, I wrote a whole paper on an obscure subgenre of Western speculative fiction. I spent weeks on it, expecting it to receive a lot of attention from literary critics. But when I published it, no one cared, even though I wasn't ultimate.
Right.
Well, your talent isn't really related to writing. You mentioned science, too. I guess that didn't go over well, either.
No.
None of it went anywhere. I could write a research paper on the theoretical possibility of light-speed travel, but no one would care because...
I see.
Because you aren't a scientist.
Correct.
Exactly.
Can't you see?
Exactly. Do you see what I mean about my title being ill-defined? I've been forced into this little box. No one cares about anything I do unless it involves high school math competitions. It's like I'm completely invisible to them. I suppose that would be frustrating, yeah. I guess having less scrutiny does help with one thing, though. No one pays attention to the skeletons in your closet.
It's the truth.
Sometimes even literal skeletons. Really?
No.
No, I'm lying.
Interesting.
You're a lot more gullible than I took you for.
That's not it.
To be fair, you did fool everyone with your cover-up talent. That's true, I guess. I can't blame you all for buying it after.
Really?
Is that another joke?
Not sure.
Perhaps. This girl is weird. I guess living in the shadow of your ultimate title does that to you. Yeah, free time, something complete. Okay, nice. Is there gonna be another one? I kind of hope there's not, because I don't really like free time that much, usually. I'm way more into, like, the actual story of the game. God damn it. More free time. Okay, I guess we'll try to find Wolfgang, but if we can't, we'll talk to Eva. That's my goal now. Wolfgang first, Eva second, and everyone else can die, because I don't find any of them. I don't find anyone else as interesting as these two. I mean, there's like the two main characters of this chapter, so... Something that's pretty annoying so far is that you have to go around the entire school looking for one, or I guess a building, looking for one person if you want to find that one person specifically. That's really annoying. Because what if I couldn't even find Wolfgang in the last one because I was so confused. Oh, maybe he was in the laundry room. I just realized he might have been in the laundry room. Yeah, I think he was actually. Fuck, I forgot about this room. I guess I just look everywhere. It's so annoying. Oh, there he is. Okay, nice. Let's save. I still have a present for him, I think. Wait, let me see if I think I have one present that I like still. Fuck. I saved the wrong one. Whatever. Doesn't matter. The charcuterie board. Okay. Here you go, Wolfgang. I'll give you your fucking board back.
Hello.
I usually just skip over this text because it's kind of like... Yes. It's kind of just like, you know, normal shit. Stood next to each other in awkward silence. Maybe I should have walked away. I do like how they tell you what everyone actually likes, so you can actually, like, you have to look it up. So that's nice.
Very nice.
Goodness, this goes above and beyond my expectations. You liked it, okay. If only there were fewer hours in a day. Maybe then our time here would pass more quickly. Wolfgang looked pretty down in the dumps. Even the most optimistic people have their off days, I guess. It's funny. When I was studying law, I wanted the opposite. Longer days so I could make time for extracurricular activities. Yeah, a kid in college wouldn't have many opportunities to relax. The struggles of academic excellence. I've never dwelled on the past as much as I do now in this uncomfortable present. Something's been tugging at me for a while, long before the two of us even began hanging out. A growing confusion that was exacerbated each time we spoke.
Hi.
Wolfgang, things aren't adding up. Excuse me? If you really have the track record you say you do, then I need to know. Are you as sensitive on the job as you are around your classmates? I'm afraid I don't understand.
Take this seriously.
Well, have you ever yelled at the judge to shut up, or cried in the face of the plaintiff? Do you command the courtroom like the class trial? Because that would be pretty unprofessional for a lawyer.
Could you explain?
Unprofessional. Yet you still told the class to trust my lawyer's judgment?
I know.
Only as a means to an end.
Anyways.
That was a while ago anyway.
Let's see.
I see. Weaponizing my feelings in order to skew the debate. You pursue the truth you do not believe. That's really no different to telling a lie.
Hey.
Who are you to talk? Isn't lying second nature to lawyers?
Hold on.
That's wrong. I only speak the truth.
You think?
Across 200 cases, every client was innocent. Am I really supposed to believe that?
No matter.
Even if it sounds unbelievable, the law says as much. So does the UTP. Why would I be the ultimate lawyer if I couldn't prove my client's innocence?
That's not it.
That's not my point. I'm saying there's no way you were always in the right.
Nonsense.
Then you're forgetting a crucial detail. I only accept certain clients.
Right.
Right. Clients you trust to be innocent. Isn't mixing personal beliefs with the case antithetical to becoming a lawyer? I thought you were supposed to accept a case regardless of moral standing.
Trust in the process.
It's true lawyers must build walls around their hearts, but human hands cannot create flawless things. Walls crack and degrade, and time will eventually expose a gap for the lawyer's conscience to escape.
Jeez.
Sure, but most lawyers try not to let their conscience control them. Which brings me back to what I was asking earlier.
It's simple.
Well, what's your answer? Do you act the same in the courtroom as you do in the class trial? It's a simple yes or no question.
I must decline.
No, I don't.
I see.
Huh. Why is that? You're basically speaking in front of a jury either way, aren't you? Is there something about your classmates that's different?
Please don't.
You're putting words in my mouth. How I've acted has nothing to do with the people around me. I simply can't always be the man I am in the courtroom. Not now. Not while in the killing game. If I were to say that same thing, I'd be lambasted on the spot. Why does Wolfgang hold himself to such different standards? Has it not occurred to him how unfair that is to me? Or maybe it has, and he just doesn't care. Okay. Interesting. Pretty interesting free time there. Oh my god, my throat, babe. Kai's dorm. Little did I know, a certain someone was waiting in the hallway. I think the murder's gonna happen very soon. Probably Eva or Wolfgang or something. Oh, fucking Diana. Oh, Damon! The moment I turned the corner, the pink-haired girl bounced over to me. Hiya.
Hello?
Do you need something? How should I put this? How are you? Huh? Sorry. I realize everyone's been acting tense around you and Eva, so I want to say hi and check that you're okay.
I see.
I'm fine.
No worries.
Yay, that's good. But, one thing. Yeah? Eva seemed pretty down in the dumps lately, and I feel really bad. Has she told you anything? Because you two seem close, and she hasn't opened up to me yet. I was hoping to get a better read on her feelings, you know? It's a bit awkward seeing her so solemn and not be able to say anything. No, she hasn't mentioned anything. Oh, okay. Well, in any case, if you ever need someone to talk to, just come find me, alright? Sweet dreams. I feel like she's gonna die first, I don't know. Diana returned to the room she and Eva were sharing. Is she really that concerned for my feelings? While I wouldn't put it past her, a part of me had to wonder, could it be possible she was trying to pry information out of me?
It is now 8 p.m. Nighttime is officially upon us. Please return to your dorm rooms and prepare for a good night's sleep. Or don't. I'm not your parent. Just remember, tonight could be the night, whether that's for better or good.
Okay, I think you said that earlier, so I just skipped it. Lost in my thoughts, I walked the rest of the way to Kai's room. Everything is done for a reason, so I'm wondering what purpose that had to do with the plot. Damon, hey, are you excited for the tournament tomorrow?
That's not important.
Not really, I'm planning to just skip it entirely. I've never played those types of games anyway.
Man.
Seriously? Never? You're so boring. It's not like it was by choice.
What if...
Well, since you've never played a fighting game before, that's all the more reason to try now, right?
Damon!
Come on, you gotta come to the tournament. He's being oddly persistent about this. Fine, I'll go. But in return,
It's simple.
I get to share the bed. The bed? Ouch, you'd have a hard bargain.
Whatever.
Alright, deal. Just don't do anything weird, okay? Wouldn't dream of it. If it meant no longer sleeping on the sofa, then I could handle whatever tomorrow at the store. Kai, though, his excitement almost made me feel bad. After all, no matter how many parties you throw or how many people you try to befriend. Oh, murder text? It won't bring you any closer to escaping the killing game. That's always a text that appears when a killing's about to happen. If anything, it's the perfect opportunity for a would-be murderer to earn people's trust. This game tournament wasn't a bonding exercise. It was the illusion of one. Well, it was Cassie's idea, so this might make her pretty suspicious. And the other students had fallen for it hook, line, and sinker. I'm excited. I really want to see what happens. Maybe Cassie will die. That'd be awesome, because I hate her.
I had a peculiar dream last night. There I was, in physics class, trying to create a thermometer out of a banana and a stick. When suddenly, I had an epiphany.
You did?
What if this device we created was also a compass?
What?
The professor told me I performed the same experiment last week. I got no credit for the assignment and failed the class. But you know what? I realized a lot of things
So you're just a
about
normal
bananas
person, or
and
are you like
sticks
making
that
this up,
day.
or what?
Like how if you use the stick as a fuse, you can make a makeshift explosive. Needless to say, my logical fallacies were made apparent the moment I woke up. But that won't stop me.
Okay.
I will create my Swiss Army banana someday, and it will be all the rage.
Your Swiss Army banana. Funny. You're funny, Tozu. You're so funny. Okay. Psst. Hey, Damon. Wake up. Ah! What? Kai was leaning over the bed, jostling my shoulder. It's 8:30 a.m. We slept through the morning announcement. He frantically pointed to the clock in the room. Although my vision was still blurry from sleep, I could make out the time, 8:30.
What now?
And?
Hell no!
And today's the day of the game tournament. You realize? When do you get there before it starts? Right, the game tournament. I agreed to go with him, didn't I? When does the tournament start again? 9 a.m.? Yeah, 9 a.m. Kai scrambled out of the bed and over to a nearby clothing rack. He tossed the jumper he was currently wearing onto the floor and he yanked an identical-looking jumper off the rack. Kai's being really suspicious right now. He's, like, frantically trying to get there.
Dude, no!
Hey, come on and get up already. Normally I tell him to go away, but... Alright, fine. The deal was a deal. With an impatient-looking Kai in my peripheral, I began to slowly get up. Can't you move any faster? I'll just wait for you in the dining hall. I've already done getting changed anyway. Plus, watching you is starting to feel weird. The hell was that supposed to mean? Okay, I think I look presentable. It's not like people who attend game tournaments are the type to care about appearances, but whatever. I need to find Kai. He should be hanging around in the dining hall. Who's gonna die? Who's gonna be murdered? I wonder. Okay, we're here. I'm gonna save, because, you know. I'm getting really nervous right now. I don't know what's gonna happen. You know someone's gonna die. It's just like, when and who and where and what. And why. Oh god, hey Grace. You're alive, and John is alive. It looked like she was in her usual sour mood. I'm not going to bother her. John, what's up? Are they grouped? Well, no, they're not grouped together because men and women don't group together.
Are we ready?
Damon, are you ready for the tournament today? Ready as I'll ever be. Get a little pep in your step. We're here to have fun. Hard to have fun when I'm doing something against my will. I hate it when Grace talks because I can't do a British accent, so I just force it. Okay, let's go. Super Slam Tournament.
Eh?
Top of the morning to you.
Bargain bin, right on time. We almost finished setting up. The original furniture had been stacked and pushed to the walls, making room for a totally unexpected scene. Sofas arranged around a massive TV, an impressive-looking DJ pad, flashing colorful patterns, and loudspeakers almost everywhere I looked. When Jed mentioned equipment, I imagined a handheld console, something tiny that could be won from the Gachapon. Anything but this. Well, Diana's not here, so she could be dead. In progress, story. Where did you find the... where'd you find the stuff? Where'd you think? Mark's bro cave. His dorm?
It's nothing.
Yeah. The hell? Did that also include the TV?
Yo!
If you think that's cool, you should check out my room. It's got a whole arcade machine. What's in the arcade machine to a race car bed? And yet, perhaps even more curious than the equipment, was her.
Hi.
Here for breakfast, Eva?
Hey, hey!
We've already had it.
Huh?
We?
Yep.
Obviously, us tournament hosts. Eva helped the guys and I set everything up. For her contribution, she has been bestowed the title of
Check it out!
Honorary Host.
That's...
Really?
Correct.
It looked like they needed an extra pair of hands. So she was interested in the tournament after all. Wait, what's that in your hands? This? I won it from the Gachapon in the pharmacy a couple days ago. Some niche gaming console, I think.
Eh?
There are other consoles besides the one Cassidy has?
Yep.
Sure are. I poked Tozu about it before using the Gachapon. Didn't want to gamble for something which doesn't exist. After a few days, he got fed up and confirmed that multiple consoles were up for grabs.
You see?
Since I wasn't planning to take part in the tournament, I just took it with me. Playing a game on my own is more my style. So you're not participating? Why come to the tournament then? Well, it's not easy to find other fans of Sublime Slam Sisters. Even though it can be considered a cult classic, lots of people in the gaming sphere will judge you if you say you like it.
So hackney!
Contrarians, a lot of them. They just don't want to admit the quadruple roll kick attack originated from an indie title. Yeah, and the upper kangaroo punch, and the downward spiral attack, and the slinker special attack, and the 7-time jump wallop, and the jackal maneuver rule.
Damon!
Oh, that reminds me. Bargain Bin, since you're here, let me explain the rules of the tournament.
You think?
I never said I was going to play.
Really?
Then why'd Kai write your name on the whiteboard?
Huh?
Eh? Cassidy pointed to the whiteboard a little ways off from where we were standing.
The hell?
What the? A three-way bracket system had been drawn on the board with a marker. My eyes immediately darted to the leftmost bracket, where I had been slated to compete against Kai. Sorry. Cassidy said you had to bring a partner, so... Damn it, so that's why he was begging me to attend. Okay, so he wasn't suspicious, he was just fucking stupid.
Hey.
Why can't I just be a spectator? Well, Cassidy and Jed already matched, and John said he was going to attend, so I don't want to play against him first. This freaking guy.
Very funny.
Don't look at me like that. If you pull out now, bed privileges are over. That wasn't part of the agreement.
I've got something to say.
Well, consider this an amendment. My room, my rules. Knowing what's at stake, it's better not to argue the technicalities with him. Fine, I'll play. Alright, this will be awesome. Since you've never played a fighting game before, I can show you the ropes. Just give me a sec to set things up.
Second twisted!
Well, I could just use housing to coerce you into an unfavorable position. I wonder if Kai leases out apartments as a side hustle. Kai said something yesterday about not recognizing Cassidy's game, so it'll probably take him a while to set it up. What should I do while I wait? Talk to Eva, I guess. I want someone to die already.
Where?
Eva was staring intensely at the console in her hands.
Hello?
Having fun there? Can't talk. Must finish level.
Hi.
Hey,
Seriously?
I know you can hear me, Eva.
Hey.
Eva. Don't play obtuse. I can tell you're ignoring me. I am not. Following suit, she immediately turned her attention back to the console. Jesus, girl. As a solution, I not so gently tap her hand, pulling her gaze upward.
Grr.
What? Since when are you so passionate about video games?
Deal with it.
It's a secret talent of mine.
You think?
A secret talent that you don't want to exploit in a gaming competition. Unable to think of a comeback, Eva simply puffed out her cheeks and stared at me with a pout.
Where?
If I partake in conversation, will you leave me alone? That's an elegant way to get me to shut up.
No.
It's not that.
Huh?
Not what? Not that I want you to shut up.
Right.
So you do want to have a conversation. Heh. That was easier than I expected.
However,
You can't count this as a win. It's simply a coincidence. A coincidence, huh? I just happen to have something important to tell you. Something really, really, really important.
Eh?
Eh?
listen to me.
Yeah, it has the power to disrupt the world as we know it.
That's...
Okay.
I'm talking.
Are you sure you can handle this knowledge? You don't need to give it a proverbial drum roll. Fine. I used to eat lunch in the bathrooms. Was this another one of her attempts at a joke? I'm being serious. Like in the stalls?
Super
And
gross.
my only objective companionship The only thing keeping me sane from those disgusting toilets was a portable gaming device. I found it at a thrift store. It made my lunches better. You can say you like video games, Eva. I don't need a strategic
Not
backstory.
interested.
That's embarrassing. More embarrassing than lying about being the ultimate liar or eating lunch on toilets.
Jeez.
Jeez, I'm just
Correct.
kidding. Yeah, I know. Oh god, Brett. Oh god. Sorry. It was kind of funny. I chuckled.
Seriously.
No, you didn't.
It's the truth.
Telepathically, duh. I wouldn't chuckle out loud. What kind of powerless fool do you think I am?
Right.
Right. Sorry. That way she was playing into the theatrics. It was sort of, in some bizarre way, endearing. And you never know.
Thanks.
Maybe I'll change my mind and play in the tournament later. It pains me to say it, but smiling is a good look on her. Wow, he was positive. That's kind of crazy. Jet had wandered over to the stacks of chairs. Phoo-wee, my quads are aching. Does shifting furniture count as a workout? Sort of, right? Yeah. Guess he's just lost in thought. Hey, least favorite character. What's up?
Hey, hey.
You look a little antsy. Afraid you're gonna lose?
Right.
No, it's only a video game.
Yep.
Right. I get the vibe you're putting down. On the surface, aloof and uncaring, but secretly, the thrill of the game courses through your veins. Anyway, I have a question for you.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did Eva know what time you were going to set up the tournament?
Okay.
Eva? She asked me about it after breakfast yesterday. I see.
Jeez.
I'm surprised she's so involved. Is it really that surprising?
Eh?
Maybe she wants to help out because she no longer has to play pretend, you know?
Yep.
That, or she's just a big nerd. Play pretend? Since the title of Ultimate Liar was itself a lie, then the coldness which accompanied it, could Cassidy be implying that was also a lie? Interesting thought. Marcus leaned over his equipment, fiddling with the various controls.
That's...
All this stuff is turned on, yeah? Shouldn't music be playing? Well, it's playing for me. The volume's turned down on purpose. I'm just making sure everything works.
Seriously.
How will you know it's working if you can't hear anything? Glaring at me from under his beanie, Mark reached for his sound dial and rotated it. On cue, the speakers on either side of us began playing music. Huh. Muttering something to himself, the boy returned to fiddling with the controls. Seemed this conversation was over. What now? I guess I should look at the kitchen? Let me say it first. What could happen? What could happen? I'm wondering what could happen. Turns out this kitchen really was made. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. Probably the equipment then. Or the TV. No, that's painting. God damn it. Do I leave? What do I do now? Oh, that's a Ding Opera sound effect. Yeah. There were some names on here that I hadn't paid attention to the first time. John's name was written down, but he hadn't been paired with
Over
anyone.
here!
Damon, over here! Kai waved me over to his spot in front of the TV, which now displayed a colorful level select screen. Come on, everything's set up. He handed me a second controller and patted the floor next to him. Do you know how to use a controller?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I last touched one, but I'll get the hang of it. Surprising. I was getting the vibe you were like the bookish type, the kind who refuses to even touch a screen. But hey, it's good to see you've used a controller before. That's better than nothing. Sure. What's with the glare? I'm not judging.
Anyway.
Can you just show me how to play?
Hey!
Oh, right, the game. Okay, so after I started it up, I played a few rounds to get a feel for the controls. Combos in this game get pretty complicated, which might not sound great, but the basic control mappings are actually really simple. Kai spent the next few minutes giving me a rundown of the game's controls. I picked it up faster than expected, but still rougher than I would have liked. Once he was done, we began our practice rounds, and we kept at them until the final tournament attendees arrived.
How we feeling?
Would you look at this? Early morning merrymaking, just how I like it. It's so loud in here. Can somebody turn down the music?
Not a chance.
No dice. If those ears aren't ringing like a fire alarm, can you even call it a party?
Soybean.
No, you can call it tinnitus. Speaking of music.
Hey!
Hey, Mark, do you use a stage name or something? Stage? Your songs are really catchy. I don't know if it's the vibes or what, but they remind me of this guy called... did I say something wrong? Oh, you also just reminded me. Before we start, Mark wants me to pass on a message to you guys. That being, this is what he said to me. As much as I don't want to be here, I've agreed to provide my services under 2 conditions. 1, I maintain a full say over what music I play. And 2, No one can discuss my songs or my musical abilities in any way, shape, or form. But I was just complimenting him. Yes, that includes compliments.
Hell no!
Seriously?
Seriously?
How does that make any sense?
No.
We can argue about the logic later. For now, just go along with it.
Come
Who
on.
cares about all that? Let's quit this small talk and start already.
Roger that!
Eager and raring to go, that's what I'm talking about. Speak for yourself. I'm only here because that ship captain wouldn't leave me alone.
Huh?
That's odd. From what I remember, it was the other way around.
Shut it.
Shut it.
Whatever.
Sheesh. 5 seconds in and they're already off on the wrong foot. Right. Since John and Grace are together, Cassidy walked over to the whiteboard and scribbled Grace's name next to John's. Hey, I'm matched with him.
Duh.
There's a reason I want an even number of people. Let me explain the ground rules. They're simple. Each match is going to be the best out of 3. Take a look at this board to see who you're going to be up against. We're up first, Damon. Remember what I taught you. May the best man win.
That's pretty cool.
Good luck, Damon.
Yep.
You feel it as well, don't you? A tightness in your chest which just wants to burst out. We're on the verge of a battle, a clash for glory, honor, and incessant bragging rights.
Right.
It's the long-awaited, ultra-exclusive Slam Sisters tournament. Am I gonna like play her or something, or what? Oh, I don't think so. Never mind.
God! You're a natural!
Let me say first. It's a fun little drawing.
Whoa, Damon, watch out!
I can't focus if you're yelling in my ear.
Now this feels like home.
You play video games?
Not so much me, but my men. Ha! During break, they'll flock like seagulls to my ship's
Your
arcade.
ship is an
A
arcade, bro?
personal arcade? On a ship? Man, I'm jealous.
Despite the overwhelming mix of voices and music, my attention remained concentrated on the screen. If I can time this next attack right... Whoosh! Crap. Just when I thought I was advancing on Kai, he'd caught me in a trap.
Haha, too slow!
In tandem with my slip-up, the music took on a more friendly tone. Damn it, there's only one move which should save me now. Is this how you played fighting games? Whatever. Taking a deep breath, I steadied my grip on the controller and pushed both joysticks as hard as I could. Oh no. Huh? All of a sudden, the world around me turned pitch black. Someone's gonna die. Here, probably. Who's gonna die, though? I wonder. What? Why is everything black? What's happening? Guys, can you hear me? Ouch, who stepped on my foot? The panic clamor of the people around me snapped me out of my stupor. Is this a... are we in a blackout? What? A blackout right now? Don't we usually just wait for the power to return? Or was there something else before that? Crap, my school had a whole protocol for this. Even if we knew what to do in a normal blackout, it wouldn't help here. Inside this abnormal building where everything was sealed off, we were basically blind. Should we look for the others? How are we gonna do that? I can't... Oh wait, wrong person. How are we gonna do that? I can't see the 3 inches in front of me. Can't we just wait for someone to find us instead? Screw that. Somebody look for a torch already and... Hold on a sec, I got an idea. Huh? Before I could even register what it was he said, a light appeared in front of me. Hovering there, casting a very faint glow. The hologram from the trinket. Immediately, the rest of us activated our own trinkets. With all 8 trinkets activated, we could finally see each other in the dark.
Yo!
Great idea, John.
Let's rock and roll!
Right on, you're a lifesaver.
Ha!
A captain needs to keep a steady mind during inclement weather.
But
It's great we have a light source and all, but why hasn't the power returned yet? You think the goat guy would have done something by now.
That...
You know what? Let me check something.
Uh...
Huh? I ran over to the corner of the room and knelt beside the vent. Bringing my ear to the grate, I listened for a certain noise.
I see.
The humming. It stopped. Eva, quick, come here and take a listen.
Hello.
I'm here.
Am I hearing you
Why do you
right?
need Eva? Do you remember when I said I woke up on an underground floor? Yeah. You woke up, yeah.
Focus.
Eva was with me. The 2 of us woke up in the boiler room, which also happens to be on the other side of this vent. The room had a huge generator. If you pressed your ear up to this vent like I just did, there's no way you wouldn't hear it. But for some reason, there's nothing.
I see.
I see the problem. If there's no sound, the generator must be turned off.
Hey?
Is that why a power outage happens?
Hell no!
So I can... What just happened? Oh, okay, my bad. I don't know what just happened. That was weird. So it's kaput? How are we gonna get power back now?
Well,
Well, there is one thing you could try. Eh?
you see,
Apart from the boiler room, the underground floor also has 4 storage closets. I remember one of them containing something that looked a lot like a generator.
Elementary, my
Aha!
dear.
Spare generator in case the first one breaks.
thinking,
If we somehow turn it
thinking.
on, we might get the power back. You want to go down in the dark? Shouldn't we just wait for Tozu to turn the power back on?
No,
No. I have a bad feeling about this. I think we should turn on the power as soon as possible, instead of waiting for Tozu to do it. But what if we get lost in the dark?
Take a breather.
Let's just form a daisy chain with our arms. There's no way we'll lose each other then, eh?
Ooh.
Ooh, smart. I think Diana's definitely dead, but we'll see. That's my main guess for who's dead right now. Says Damon and Eva have been down there before. They can lead. Yeah, okay. The 8 of us linked arms and formed a chain. Once everyone was ready, we made our way out of the dining hall and down to the underground floor. I guess like Ingrid could also be dead. Maybe Eloise. Who else is there that's not here right now? Ulysses, Desmond. I don't think Desmond will remain for a while though. Maybe until like chapter 2 or 3. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud right now. But Diana's my main guess for who's dead. In the near pitch black darkness, the hallway looked so much larger and longer than I remembered. Exploring the place with light had been unnerving enough, but this made all that seem like a walk in the park. It's so creepy down here. There's 4 rooms, right? Who's checking what again?
where?
Well, since this is a group of 8, we could explore in pairs. Pairs again?
This sucks.
Okay, that's really what we're doing. Kai shot me a nervous glance, and I knew then and there he'd made a decision. Fine.
Yep.
Jet's gonna come with me.
Bro?
Yeah, but then Broski won't have...
Duh.
He can go to John. Them swashbuckler types love a good challenge, don't they? Aha, you know me so well. How about it, Mark? Up for a little adventure?
Just ignore me.
Just make it quick.
I see, I see.
So I'm stuck with the math lead, am I? Pff, maybe if we find the generator, you can use a real talent for once. Let's check out the closet on the right down there and get this over with.
Stupid.
Repair work and math competitions have literally 0 overlap.
Just follow me.
Sorry. Come on, Jet, let's investigate the closet opposite theirs.
Oh boy.
Sure, sounds slick.
I see.
Seems the closets in the back are covered.
Are we ready?
For the 2 in front, Mark and I will take the left. Damon and Kai, you enter the right. This place sucks, man. Why do we have to be fixing stuff? It looks like a murderer's basement down here. Didn't seem like Kai had any intention of entering first. Whatever, I'll open the door. Open the door, Damon. What are you gonna see? Oh, just a closet. Nothing. No one dead in here. Alright, let's search this place. Kai and I gave the closet a quick rundown. Something as large as a generator would have stood out even in the dark, but we couldn't find anything of the sort.
Man.
Man, unlucky. All that work for nothing. What's the plan now? Do we just, like, go back outside?
I know.
I want to see what Grace and Eva are doing next door. Okay. As Kai shuffled up behind me, I turned to grasp the handle of the door, and... From my left ear to my right.
Huh?
Huh? Suddenly, frantic footsteps echoed from the hallway outside. Did someone just run past this room? It sounded a lot like it. Did another group make a discovery? Why run past us, though? This didn't sit right with me. I need to see what's going on. There's no one here. Are the others still searching their closets? Gonna save? Because, you know, someone's gonna die right now, I swear to God. This setup's been going on for a while. If they found something, I don't know why they'd run off without telling us first.
No.
If it was one of them, we should have heard a door opening. Yeah. Maybe we could peek inside one of the closets? Just to make sure, you know? Okay, so one of the people that are here is probably gonna die. Hopefully not Eva, because she's, like, pretty interesting so far. But we also did find out everything about her, pretty much. She's a mathlete, and she just lied to be, like, to be safe. So maybe she'll die first, actually, because she's been so important so far. Hello, Damon? I couldn't focus on anything he was saying. My attention was concentrated entirely on that place. Those footsteps sounded like they came from the boiler room. Hold on, I don't... Hey, what are you doing? His words were barely comprehensible. I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't even think. All my brain could register was the tightening in my chest. Suddenly, my legs began moving forward. It's like my body was possessed, under the control of something completely ambivalent to reason. My heart. My heart was puppeting my every move. It brought me to the door, told my hand to turn the knob, and then I was inside. Who's gonna be dead?
Dude, no!
Dude, you're seriously freaking me out. This isn't okay, you know. Why did you come here? Come on, say something already. I couldn't... Oh, I see blood. Oh, God. I couldn't make out anything in the dark. The boiler room seemed completely still and completely silent, just like it had been the previous time I was here. Except, unlike last time, this silence wasn't the peaceful silence of a long-abandoned place. Rather, it felt like the entire world was holding its breath. I'm holding my breath right now. My heart's beating, bro. I'm, like, nervous. He's crying. Damn it. Why can't you just say something? Why can't somebody just...
Game over, man!
Oh, why can't someone just fix this blackout? Oh? Huh? All of a sudden, light appeared. A single ray of light in the back of the room projected by a vent on the wall. It was too dim to completely snuff out the darkness, but it was still enough for me to see what was laying at my feet. Bro, what's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Okay, I'm gonna click. Who is it? Bro, no! Bruh, like my favorite character, are you kidding me? Oh, god damn it. Wolfgang Akiri lurched over the boiler room platform, completely still, completely silent. The ultimate lawyer, unmistakably dead. God damn it, bro. Oh, he screamed for me. Okay. Jesus. Kai's scream rang loud and clear in my ears. I could hear everything, all the fear and anxiety from the past 5 days, joined in a chorus of terror. Before I knew it, I was yelling too. No, I can't look at it! My arms, my legs, there was no weight in them anymore. Only pins and needles pricking every inch of my skin. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? Dead body announcement. They didn't explain the two people
A
announcement.
body has been discovered. All students must proceed to the boiler room on the underground floor immediately. Time will be allotted for all participants to investigate the murder. And afterwards, the real class trial will begin.
Dude, I would be so scared if I just heard that out of nowhere. Jesus.
Good luck, everybody.
A murder has been discovered. The real class trial?
Oh, shit!
Oh shit, this can't be for real. There's no way. There's no way! With a wail, Kai booked it out of the room. I knew it was inevitable. I knew we'd chosen this path when we started denying the reality of the killing game. But seeing Wolfgang displayed the way he was, his face contorted into a look of terror, it made everyone's naivety all the more worse. And what did this mean for his blackmail? Yeah, has a wolfish mind. I should have seen this coming, I don't know. I'll never know what that blackmail meant. Maybe if I just bit the bullet and confronted Wolfgang about it. Damon, are you okay? I heard the announcement and... is that Wolfgang? Kai was right. The tournament attendees burst through the door, tailed by a stumbling Kai. I really didn't want to believe it.
Yeah!
Why the heck would I lie? Are we 100% sure he's dead? I don't see any wounds. Maybe he's still breathing?
Good morning.
Oh no, he's very much dead. What?
Son of a bitch!
You... this has got to be an accident, right?
Why the long face?
Why do you ask? Well, if the death wasn't intentional, it could be treated like a manslaughter or something. And not need a trial.
Rubbish.
Intentional or not, the killer's hands are still dirty with blood, no? As far as I'm concerned, murder is murder, be it third-degree murder, manslaughter, or anything in between. Besides, if Wolfgang's death was indeed an accident and the killer bore no ill intent, don't you find it rather strange they haven't come forward and confessed? Then tell us. Tell us who did this.
Who? Me?
Tell you the killer? Where's the fun in a mystery you already know the answer to? I'll keep my lips sealed, thank you very much.
Hold on.
So, there's definitely a killer. Oh, I forgot she existed.
Moving on.
Ah, downstairs already. Aren't you a quick-footed bunch?
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Nonsense!
Ah! A cacophony of wails filled my ears, hailing the arrival of the remaining students. I feel like it's one of those three, low-key, that didn't scream. Diana, you suspicious, bruh. It was almost instantaneous how quickly the color drained from everyone's faces. They'd entered the room completely bright red, having clearly made a desperate sprint to the boiler room. But now they looked as lifeless as the man laying in front of them. What happened here? Did Damon and me, we just found him like this? It's a sight to behold, I'm sure. Your beloved classmate, who was once so lively, now splayed dead in front of me.
Well done.
To think I didn't even have to lift a finger after the blackmail. What are the odds? How could you?
Me?
How could I? You tickle me, Eloise. You must remember, this is a killing game between students. Unless the rules go A student can only be murdered by another student.
Blood is
The
rotting.
undeniable truth is that one of you killed Wolfgang. One of you killed Wolfgang. That's right. A person we've been living with, who I've spoken to before. That person is in this room right now staring at their own crime scene. So we're going to completely disregard the fact you showed each of us another person's blackmail. I was simply pushing you all in the right direction. Do not take it personally. But Wolfgang, he was so nice to everyone. Why would someone do this? They're probably gonna find me suspicious, because I was... Shut up. Well, if it is any consolation, I have a gift prepared. A gift?
Plot twist.
Behold, the Tozu tablet. The second Tozu tablet, to be more precise. You're even naming the tablet after yourself. It's always been called this, you just didn't know until now.
Moving on.
Anyway, I trust you all remember how this tablet operates, yes? If not, allow me to briefly run you through it again. This tablet contains a summary of the crime scene. Certain special details, like the victim's time of death, have been oh so thoughtfully provided for you. Go on, take a look. Let's see. The victim is Wolfgang Akiri, the old lawyer. He was discovered in the boiler room on the underground floor. He is kneeling in the water, and his upper body is slumped over the concrete platform. Maybe he was electrocuted to death, because he's kneeling in the water, and there's no external injuries on him. That's my guess, because someone must have... But why is he down there? I don't know. Estimated time of death is approximately 9:35 a.m.
No.
This is different from the first tablet we got. No, I'm quite confident you're holding the same brand of tablet. Look, the shape and size are identical. I mean,
that's-
why is there information missing from this tablet? The cause of death. When we investigated the dummy's murder, the tablet explicitly said she died from blood loss. But this tablet, it doesn't list Wolfgang's cause of death anywhere.
Rubbish.
Of course, saying otherwise would make things too easy.
No.
Come again? You see, the tablet's information has been divulged in such a way that both the killer and the spotless have equal chance of success.
I
Huh? What does that mean?
Moving on.
Nope, that's all you're gonna get. That's all you're getting from me. Tally-ho.
No!
Hey, wait! Damn it, he's already out of here. How nimble was this guy?
Why?
Make what too easy? Solving Wolfgang's death?
This looks
No way.
bad.
Is he saying the cause of death is part of the mystery? Ah! Fuck this, who cares?
Crazy!
I'm not investigating shit. Keep me out of this.
Don't look at me.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to keep looking at him.
No, just...
You have to be
no.
insane to think I'm touching a dead body. One by one, multiple students made their way to the door. It was then that she finally spoke.
No.
Stop. Although she didn't yell, there was an overwhelming intensity to her voice. The same kind that caught everyone's attention back in the trial room. Immediately, the runaways froze.
Yeah!
What do you want? You all remember the rules, don't you? If we don't solve Wolfgang's murder and uncover the killer,
Can't you see?
then we are going to die. Our feelings don't matter in this killing game. They never did. All that matters right now is finding the truth.
Don't test me.
Feh, rich coming from
Bad
you.
news.
Maybe it is, but that doesn't mean she's wrong. If we accuse an innocent person, everyone except the killer will be executed. That's what Tozu said, and that's what was reiterated by our
It
watches.
is how it is.
Whether we like it or not, those are the rules. If it's the difference between life or death, there's nothing much else we can do. But I don't want to. I don't want to look at him. Investigating a crime scene doesn't mean investigating just the body. It's standard procedure in homicide investigations to try and pinpoint the victim's movements before their death.
Thinking.
That means searching places they've gone to, people they've spoken to. In Wolfgang's case, his dorm room might be an area of interest.
Yeah.
Since the dorms don't have locks, there's nothing stopping anyone from entering.
Oh boy.
When you put it like that, hey broski, wanna explore the dorm? Yeah, sure. If you guys are going, then I'll come with. Yes, same for me. The way Eva spoke with such precision and such calmness, it's the same way she spoke when we discovered the dummy.
Hold your horses.
Hold on, Ulysses won't be going anywhere. What? That notebook we're carrying, whatever evidence we find down here, I want you recording it. What about us? We might discover something huge upstairs. The area with the body deserves the most attention. Once we've exhausted our options here, then we'll head up there.
Moving on.
Obviously, I'll remain here. You should too, Damon. Right. My mind was still reeling from the shock of discovering the body, and the lump in my throat still won't go away. But Wolfgang really was dead, and I had to find out why.
I don't
It's
understand.
just so hard to believe. Could one of our friends really be a murderer? Friends. She said it like that blind optimism isn't what the killer most likely exploited. After all, how can you suspect anyone if you trust everyone? It's an environment perfect for deceit, an environment perfect for murder, and worst of all, an environment we've created. Like, I'm happy Damon didn't say some shit that like pissed everyone off or something. Let me do what I did last time and look back over the tablet first. Okay, so I think he got electrocuted in the water by the generator. He looks like he was in a lot of pain when he died. It's pretty fucked. It still pissed me off seeing everything except the cause of death listed. Especially when I knew the reason why. Yeah, so they're both the killer and the... Okay. Tozu's definitely compensating for the killer, probably because they failed to hide their own tracks. And withdrawing information might be his way of balancing the odds. Bullshit rules. Who's to say they won't be abused? Regardless, Wolfgang's cause of death should be treated as the crux of this mystery. If I can figure out how he died, then everything else should fall into place. Like a jigsaw. That's a nice reference. Hopefully somebody got that. Snuffed out in an instant. No, he's crying over it though. Press F3 to view the game controls. F1. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, tutorial. Let's talk to everyone first.
Hello?
Winona, you're still here?
Seriously?
Is there a problem with that? Why does she need to frame everything I say in the worst light? I'm preparing to hold a one-on-one session with Ulysses. I was consulting him about something important before we were interrupted by the announcement. Is that what you were doing before the blackout?
Huh?
Repeat that?
It's simple.
The blackout. Were you still with Ulysses when it happened?
Come on.
You're not speaking any sense. There was no power outage. Eh? She can't be serious. That blackout affected the entire building, unless...
Anyways.
Let me rephrase. Where were you when the murder happened?
Sheesh.
Where were you? At Cassie's game tournament in the dining hall.
Oh, really?
Really? Not what I expected.
Let me see.
Ulysses and I spent this morning by the large tree. We stayed there up to and including the time of Wolfgang's murder. Sounded like she had an alibi then. As for the location she mentioned, I assumed this entire building complex connected to the one generator, but it made more sense for that tree area to have its own separate system, hence why I didn't lose power. What about the courtyard though? Was there anyone there at the time of the blackout? Let's find out. Eva? Oh my god, dude. Aren't you going to investigate Wolfgang? Me?
Yeah.
Who else? Back when we mistook that dummy for a body, you poked it pretty nonchalantly.
Hang on.
That's different. I never thought it was real.
I see.
I see. Now that we were finally advancing in the investigation, her cool composure had all but vanished. Typical, I guess. She can only keep up an act for so long. Ulysses, or Ulysses, I don't know.
Terrible.
The generator over there is partially submerged in the water. I think we would be wise to stay on this platform. Was he worried about the water being electrified? Eva and I managed to stand in it way back when. I don't see why now it would be any different. Then again, the generator wasn't damaged last time.
Damn.
Yeah, since Wolfgang is kneeling in the water, we should avoid touching him.
No.
You don't know for sure if the water's unsafe. Huh?
Listen to me.
Before you start making a conclusion, you should experiment first. Saying that, Eva walked over to a pile of boxes and pulled out a light bulb. Oh, I see what you're doing. Sure enough, Eva went straight to the edge of the platform and threw the light bulb into the water.
Look.
See? It's not lighting up. That means the water is safe.
Well,
I see. Then I suppose it's safe to inspect Wolfgang.
Okay.
Are you going to? I think I will observe from afar instead. Now isn't the time to be listening to your nerves. You cock. I still think he was electrocuted, but something Wait, no, a taser. What the fuck? I didn't even notice that there. Whatever.
Aye.
Oi, take a whiff of the air. Ain't there something off about it? I followed his instructions and sniffed the air.
That...
It smells like burnt rubber.
That ain't it.
Because of the busted generator, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. There is another scent, a real bitter one. You might actually be onto something. It's almost like cereal and rubbing alcohol.
Bad news.
Indeed, I'm suspecting a mighty chemical reaction at work. Eh? I've had my fair share of travels across the sea, and I'm no stranger to foul play. There's no stench worse than one of a disastrous combustion.
It is how it is.
Thing is, I got no idea where it's coming from. Really? The smell is supposedly that of a chemical reaction. Where else could it be coming from besides the busted generator? Unless John's conclusion about the smell is wrong? I wouldn't put it past him. Cereal. Taser. Aha, a taser gun? Pretty random thing to be lying around a crime scene. It definitely wasn't in the boiler room prior to the murder either. Did that mean this taser gun was involved in the murder? On closer inspection, nothing about the gun looked particularly strange. Had it even been used? I'm pretty sure taser guns dispense some kind of wire when fired. Nearby were some yellow pieces of plastic on the floor. They were the same shade of yellow as the taser gun. Had these been originally attached to it? I can't tell where they would fit on the gun, though. Never mind. What's the point in making guesses when I can just get him to confirm? After all, someone who's a pro wielding guns should know them better than anyone else. Who? Who's a pro wielding guns? John? Maybe? No, someone else, I guess. I think he means Desmond, but Desmond wields bows and arrow, doesn't he? There was blood speckled across the floor. I didn't notice it at first due to the room's restricted lighting, but now after my eyes had time to adjust, it couldn't be more obvious.
I see.
Looks like it passes into the hallway too. I completely missed these during the blackout. Speaking of, after the body discovery announcement, everyone barged into the boiler room through this door. You got these blood spots don't look smudged. I'm guessing they were already dry by the time any of us got in here, which in case, could this be Wolfgang's blood? So that means he was murdered like a while ago, right? Or not recently. Wait, time of death is 9:35, and the video game tournament started at 9 o'clock. I don't know, bro. Fuck. I'll inspect the rest of the scene first. Okay, fuck you. Or fuck me, I guess. Oh, the generator, yeah. Half of the generator's internals had melted away, and what still remained was almost completely singed. Yeah, this was definitely the cause of the power outage. What could have melted the wires, though? It looked like a bomb had gone off in there. Now that I think about it, during the game tournament, there was an explosion sound, right, or something? Huh? Oh, there was an explosion, so someone must have blown up the generator, and that's what made it explode, and maybe it got electrified? I don't know. Similar to a firework going off or someone firing a gun. Did I overhear the sound of the generator being destroyed? Nothing else near the dining hall could have made that kind of noise. I don't think. Fuck. If my assumption is correct, the generator would have been destroyed around the same time the murder was committed. That's suspicious as hell. There's no way the two events aren't connected. But I'm also working purely off my memory of the boom. To be absolutely sure, I need to know when exactly the blackout occurred. Was there any way for me to find that out? I thought I was expecting everything back. Oh, there's a fucking... Wait, not the taser. There's something down there. Cord. Eh? There's a cord in the water. Judging by the length, I think it's an extension cord. But what the hell happened to the other end of it? There was no internal plug, just a frayed tip lined with a black substance. Had the cord been burnt? I didn't see this cord in the boiler room earlier, so it probably came from someplace else. One of the storage rooms, maybe. It wasn't always in this condition, that's for sure. All the items we've been provided so far, light bulbs, speakers, a fridge, they've worked perfectly well. So what happened to this cord? Why was it even in the water? A knife, I didn't even notice that either. A knife? Why was a knife floating in the water? On the blade and in the surrounding water, I can make something out. The unmistakable color of blood. It's red for some reason. There's no doubt about it, this knife must have something to do with the murder. Why the knife was here, not actually on the platform, I had no idea. Shrapnel? What's up with this? Chunks of something red were floating nearby the generator. It almost looked like metal or maybe plastic. Were these originally part of the generator? The colors and material don't seem to match though. I don't know what that is. Can I search his body now? God damn it, bro. I just want to search his body.
Hi.
Why'd you move over here? It's
The
I feel it is highly important we investigate anything and everything we can. That is why I moved over here, to investigate. More like I didn't want to be near Wolfgang's body. And what was the first for the investigation? Something other than fear appeared in Ulysses' face. It was curiosity.
Eh?
What is it? Look at the floor in front of the door.
That's...
This? Yes.
Seriously?
This is just a small piece of scrap metal.
Do you think?
Even so, it's still a part of the crime scene. It necessitates documentation.
That's not important.
Seriously, something this small means nothing. It could have come from the generator or the pipes above us. Ingrid could have been carrying it for all we know. This guy, there's so much here he could actually document instead he's focusing on some flimsy piece of metal. All the more reason to rely on myself. Well, that means it's important if I fucking documented it. His body. Just yesterday, Wolfgang was talking with us, eating breakfast with us, and now he's dead. Who had the resolve to commit such a needlessly brutal murder? To go so far as to mangle his body. I couldn't unpack it. I didn't know how to. This wasn't just some dummy I had to investigate. This was a real person. It was so far out of my expertise, let alone my comfort zone.
Hello.
Do you want to inspect him? Ah! Holy crap, did she really have to scare me like that? Yeah, I do want to inspect him. It's just the idea of getting close to him.
Where?
I'll investigate with you. It'll be easier for both of us that way. Right?
Right.
Right. Wolfgang laid completely still, his face frozen in a look of horror. His once bright eyes were shrouded in darkness, and his mouth was open, as if he'd been killed mid-scream. Eva's expression said it all. Wolfgang did everything in his power to make us outcasts and make the worst of us. At times, I even hated him for it. But this brought no relief to either of us. Wolfgang, what happened in his final moments that left him so terrified? Was it the realization he was about to die? Mulling over the what-ifs won't bring me any closer to solving Wolfgang's murder. Right now, my focus should be to find evidence, and that begins by investigating his body. Let's save first. His face. There didn't seem to be any strange markings on Wolfgang's face. However, along the back of his neck was a massive bruise. That looks like a really bad injury. Almost his entire neck is discolored.
Damn.
Right, how did this get on the back of his neck? Nothing around us seems to have left it. This might sound morbid, but what if it's a sign of his body decomposing?
That's...
Can a body really decompose this fast? It could, or it could not. It probably depends on the environment. As in the temperature?
Correct.
Correct. Cold places are generally better at preserving things than warm, humid areas like this boiler room.
Thinking.
Kind of like dairy products. That's a good comparison. A tone-deaf one, but sure. Wolfgang didn't have this bruise yesterday at the very least. If he did, it would have been super noticeable.
Fair.
Yeah, true. Turning my attention back to Wolfgang, I caught something else in his body. Near the mark in his neck, but not directly overlapping it. A red dot? Is that a beauty mark? Doesn't look like it. The skin around the dot seems to be inflamed. It reminds me of a popped pimple. The sort of wound you could easily inflict on yourself.
So...
Then you don't think this is related to the murder? It might not be, but
There must be
judging by the lack
something.
of scabbing, this was inflicted pretty recently, so you may as well keep it in mind. His neck. His hand. With the way Wolfgang, he was slumped over the platform, it almost looked like he'd fallen on top of it.
Focus.
Let me see if his palms are scratched. As I knelt down to take a closer look, trickling from from under the cuff of Wolfgang's sleeve onto the rest of his hand, a strange injury that looked a lot like a tree sapling. Was this a burn mark? When I looked at Wolfgang's other hand, I saw the same thing. Markings that seemed to extend down the arm.
The hell?
Eva, look at this.
Hello.
Let me see. Yeah, burn marks. That's really horrible. They look like gross little veins. What inflicted them?
That's...
There was a taser little ways off from where we were standing, but I couldn't find anything to indicate it's been fired. So the only other thing I can think of is the generator.
Is that really true?
Why the generator?
I know.
The thing has clearly been destroyed by something. Maybe Wolfgang got caught in that something, and that's how he died.
Not sure.
I'm not sure. The generator seems too far away from where Wolfgang is lying to cause burns like this.
Look at this.
Plus, the room's water is conductive, so electricity couldn't have traveled through it.
Right.
You're right. Anything able to melt the generator wires would have burnt this suit to a crisp, too. Exactly. I think Wolfgang received these burns outside the boiler room. There's just nothing here that could leave these markings. As for the actual place he got burned, guess we'll have to try and find it ourselves. That is, if such a place even exists. While it's possible if the generator may not have been involved in the murder, it seems unlikely that Wolfgang made a detour for the boiler room after being severely burnt. After all, burns like his wound definitely would paralyze someone. As for Wolfgang's palms, they didn't have any markings on them. Still, he must have fallen somehow. Why else would he be lying on the platform? His body? Now that I think about it, the place where Wolfgang laid was odd. What were the chances he would wound up here between the only opening of the fence, the one spot where he could kneel over like this? Was it possible he'd been trying to climb onto the platform before he died? It's strange why he didn't use the stairs though, and even stranger that he was even in the water. Sorry. It's strange why he didn't... Oh, okay, yeah. Wolfgang's suit was completely crumpled, a far cry from his once clean appearance. Water had seeped into the pants, completely ruining the fabric. As I leaned in close, I spotted a folded piece of paper sticking out from his back pocket. Though it was soaked, it wasn't completely destroyed.
Damn.
I really don't want to touch him, but with my thumb and index finger, I snatched the paper out of his pocket, taking care not to brush my hand against his body. I gingerly folded open the paper, where that some of the wetter spots would fall apart immediately, and found a message written inside. That's some very ugly handwriting. Do you recognize it?
No.
A lot of the text is unreadable. Whoever wrote this probably used a low-quality pen. Although, at the bottom of the page, fragments of a message were still visible. Secret, 8:15 a.m., boiler room, close the door. Doesn't this read a lot like a command? It seems like someone wanted to arrange a private meeting with him here.
I see.
Could that someone be the culprit?
Not sure.
8:15 a.m. That's a long time before the time of death, though. Maybe there was a struggle, or maybe Wolfgang arrived late.
There must be
Either way, this
something.
message is definitely a valuable clue. It's our only insight into Wolfgang's movements before his death.
Well,
now I really want to know where everyone was at that time. I woke up at 8:30 this morning, so I was asleep when this meeting was scheduled to happen. It's only 35 minutes before the tournament. Cassidy, Jet, Mark, and I would have already been in the dining hall. Right, setting up equipment.
That's...
As for the other students, directly asking them where they were at 8:15 a.m. might be risky.
where?
Because they would wonder where we got the time from. Exactly, and I prefer to keep this note between the two of us. At least for now.
Anyways.
Anyway, this thing about a secret, what do you think that means?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really sure. It could be referring to anything. Anything, huh? You know what it means?
I know.
I have an idea. The author of this letter might be talking about Wolfgang's blackmail. Huh? If they claim to have it, they could have baited him here without much issue. After all, Wolfgang asked to meet with the person who blackmailed me had.
Strange.
A derelict boiler room is a pretty ominous place to meet someone, though. It would have been Wolfgang's first time here, too, assuming he didn't explore this floor beforehand.
What could it be?
Beforehand. Either he didn't see the super obvious danger in meeting here alone, or he did realize and just didn't care.
Right.
Doesn't that change anything about what I said? Does it change anything? Well, duh. If Wolfgang knew the warning signs, his reason for coming might have less to do with integrity.
You see?
And more to do with the desperation.
Huh?
Desperation? To know the details of his blackmail.
I see.
It would stand to reason. If only Wolfgang had hidden his note somewhere safe instead of bringing it here. It would have been valuable evidence. I doubt he could have envisioned something like this happening. He was never really on his guard during this killing game, except around you and me, I guess. That seemed to be everything I could gather.
Hello.
Hey, Damon. Since we've inspected the boiler room, we should find the students who've left and ask them for their testimonies.
Right.
They went upstairs to investigate Wolfgang's dorm, right? Yes, because of what I said earlier. The victim's last known whereabouts are the best places to search for clues.
Okay.
Alright, let's see what they've been up to. Apart from collecting testimonies, there were two other matters on my mind. One, getting Desmond to inspect the taser gun. Now I know who. And two, pinpointing exactly when the blackout occurred in case it happened at the time of the murder. I walked over to the boiler room door, which had been left slightly ajar, but as I began to pull it the rest of the way open... I noticed it. The doorknob, something about it looked different. Hey, Eva. The doorknob, I think it's been flipped. Flipped? Are you sure? Take a look for yourself. The first time we woke up here, I'm pretty sure this lock was on the inside, not the outside.
Is that really true?
How would someone be able to flip a doorknob, though?
That's...
By unscrewing it, probably. Okay. Why didn't you say something earlier?
Huh?
What do you mean? This is the first time I noticed it.
Is that really
Really?
true?
You didn't notice it back when you entered the boiler room with Kai? No, not even then. It might have been because of the darkness or my own nerves, but back then I wasn't paying attention to small details like the doorknob. All I wanted to do was enter the boiler room.
Anyways.
I know that makes me sound stupid.
Listen to me.
It's okay. I mean, I probably would have noticed the doorknob had I been there, but that's beside the point. Alright. Anyways, the discovery paints an interesting picture. Since the lock was now accessible from the hallway, you could technically lock the boiler room shut without ever stepping foot in it. Meaning that if you wanted to lock someone inside the boiler room, all you have to do is lure them in and close the door behind them.
Moving on.
Come on, I need to collect the people's testimonies before the investigation ends. Right, let's go. Yes. What? Oh, okay, I'm leaving. As a million questions rattled my way in my mind, I followed Eva outside the boiler room. I'm speaking weirdly right now. Actually, Eva, before we go upstairs, it's probably worth checking out the storage closets first. Why?
I know.
I found something in the boiler room that might be related to them. Okay, extension cord. That extension cord, we should confirm if it did indeed come from a storage closet. Okay.
However,
But first, I want to talk to Cassie.
Come again?
You want to talk to her? Yes, I want to talk to her. Is that bad? She wasn't much help last investigation. Well, any help is better than no help.
Fair.
Fair. Alright, I'll talk to Cassidy first, and then I'll investigate the storage closets on this floor. Well, she's right there, so that's cool. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my gammit. Oh, my gammit! True, am I right? Cassidy was pacing around the hallway with a finger on her chin, seemingly doing nothing.
yo!
Oh, hey, guys. Sorry for not noticing you sooner. I was performing a super sweep down of this here hallway. That's a lot of words for wandering around aimlessly.
Listen to me.
Can you put your sweep down on hold? I have a really important question.
Okay.
Let's hear it. Just don't drag it on too long, okay? I gotta finish my sweep down before time is up.
You see?
Do you remember who attended the tournament? The game tournament? Everyone who was slated to join kept their words. We had a full house.
What about...
There were 8 people in total. Jet, Mark, Grace, John, Kai, Eva, Cassidy, Damon. Something on your mind? Well, since the murder happened in the boiler room,
Well?
wouldn't that mean everyone in the dining hall has an alibi?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. She's totally right. Also, since we split into pairs on investigating those rooms down the hall, every pairing can vouch for each other.
Right.
Right, we all split up. What were the groups doing again?
Yep.
What were the groups again? Jet and I explored storage closet B. I'm not gonna remember this, by the way. Fuck. Jet and Cassidy. B.
Check it out.
That's what it's called in the map. She made the map of the Tozer trinket. I activated my trinket, and sure enough, see, storage closet B. There's also storage closet A, C, and D. Those are definitely the rooms we explored. Do I have a map? I didn't even notice.
I see.
I see. In that case, Kai and I must have explored storage closet C. I remember it clearly. The two of us checked the closet above and opposite the one Cassidy searched. According to this map, the only closet to fit those perimeters is storage closet C.
Correct.
Grace and I investigated the closet directly next to Damon's, so we must have been inside storage closet A.
Yeah.
which leaves Mark and John with storage closet D. Yeah, that makes sense. Storage closets, blah blah blah. You know, Damo, since you're here,
Question.
what's the deal with you in the boiler room?
Huh?
What? When Kai told us party piece about Wolfie, he said you two went inside the boiler room.
How?
The heck did you do that for? You were supposed to check out the storage closet.
No.
You're not casting suspicion on me, are you? Me? No way. As far as Cass is concerned, everyone is innocent until proven otherwise. I investigated the storage closet with Kai. We just didn't find anything inside.
Anyway.
Although we did hear someone run down the hallway.
Am I hearing you
Huh?
right?
For real? I'll just skip this because I already know what happened.
Doubt it.
Weird, I don't remember any footsteps.
It's the truth.
I do.
Really?
Me? Eva, did you really? I heard them while Grace and I were investigating the storage room next to yours.
However,
I just brushed it off as my imagination, though. Guess me and Jet must have been talking over them. Were those footsteps the reason you went to the boiler room, Damo? It's Damon, and yeah, they came from the direction of that room, so I wanted to see what the person was running
for
from.
real?
Phooey, really? I would have just chased after the footsteps. I mean, entering the boiler room after something like that, you weren't scared a murderer was hiding inside? What I actually discovered wasn't much better. True, true. Then whose footsteps could those have been? I don't know why anyone would want to be running around those spooky hallways, let alone in the dark.
What
Unless,
about?
ooh, maybe they're also looking for a backup generator?
That's not important.
I doubt it's that innocent, considering the place this person ran away from was the crime scene. Those footsteps were probably the killers. You mean fresh off committing the murder?
Right.
Fresh off the murder or a bit after, depending what time. Depends what time we went downstairs. Either way, whether it was immediately after the murder or not, for a brief moment the only thing separating us from Wolfgang's killer were the storage room walls. That's creepy to think about. Thus, bits by bits, the mystery slowly unravels.
My
No need to
genius
thank
is
me.
almost
Tis all in a
frightening.
day's work. She didn't even do anything. She did nuts. She did nuts. She nuts. Chat, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, Ray. Okay, I'm back. Everybody. No one's watching, but you know, still, I'm back. Just so you know. I was hungry, so I got some food. David hungry, am I right? Darbo hungry. Dummy thick hungry. Whatever. Let's play. Okay, this is storage closet A.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look around. Like into some ink's trying to come my eye. Hey? Eva, look. There's a rolling pin here and handprints on it too.
Strange.
What are you implying? That someone used this recently and not for its intended purpose.
I know.
Look, can you see how the handprints are at the base of the spine? The pin? You aren't rolling much dough if you're wheeling in this thing like a tennis racket, are you? The pin is also really dusty. If it came from the kitchen, it would be clean like the other utensils here. Yeah, agreed. Give me a sec. God damn it, okay, good. Okay. Not only that.
Jeez.
Right, there's a dent on the pin too. Really? That's pretty obvious, right? On the end opposite the handprints, can you see it?
Weird.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Handprints in a dent, that's definitely not a coincidence.
Focus.
Can this pin have something to do with that mark we found in Wolfgang's neck? If it was used to knock him out, it would not only explain the dent in the pin, but the bruise in Wolfgang's neck. Yummy. I was letting my dog out of the room. How did it make its way into this closet, though?
Huh?
What do you mean? How did the pin make its way into the closet after the killer used it? Oh.
There must be something.
I mean, if the footsteps Kai and I heard were the killers, they'd probably chucked the pin in here on their way out.
Absolutely not.
No, that's not what happened.
Huh?
Eh? If the killer entered the closet and hit the rolling
Listen
pin,
to me.
Grace and I would have seen them. Crap, of course. She and Grace were investigating this closet at the time. What if the killer placed the pin in here before any of us came downstairs?
Save it.
If they were out in the hallway, why didn't they use that as their chance to escape? Damn it, she's right about that too. Could this rolling pin really be unrelated? But it lines up so well with the other evidence.
Moving on.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else in this room. One moment she's speaking nonsense, and next she's totally coherent. I don't think I'll ever understand this girl. There's probably one thing in each closet. Okay, I'm actually gonna stop here for now. I know I just got back, but I'm stopping here. I guess bye. I'll see you in the next one. I'll probably stream this again soon.